What's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of Scotthollywood Outdoors. Well, I got a special treat for you guys today. As you can see, I'm not in my boat. I'm not even in Virginia, so I'm not fishing a tournament or nothing. I'm actually down here in South Florida on the Treasure Coast, Port St. Lucie to be exact. Down here visiting my folks, helping them out, do some stuff around the house. Been doing that for the last 2 or 3 days, but now I've got about probably 2 or 3 hours to come out here to some of these golf course ponds and stuff out here and some canals and do a little bit of bass fishing. As you can see right behind me, I'm actually at the beginning of one of these little golf course ponds. And as you can see, there's plenty of wildlife down here. The weather's just been absolutely beautiful, by the way. It's, you know, about 70 degrees, 75, 80 degrees, so it's not too hot. It's wintertime here in South Florida. You can't beat that. But anyway, like I was saying, I'm actually right here at the beginning of one of these little lakes here at the golf course. And as you can see, I know I'm allowed to fish here because it's fishing restricted to catch and release, which is a great sign to see when you're fishing golf course ponds, which means they allow you guys to come out here fishing as long as you go ahead and catch and release, which of course is what I always do. So that's what I'm here to do. I'm going to go ahead and kind of challenge myself. All I brought with me is my little travel rod that I always travel with every time I travel. Just a little Bass Pro Shop Pro Qualifier reel with a Bass Pro Shop Extreme travel rod, breaks into 3 pieces. And I got my little bag here. And like I said, I'm challenging myself. So all I brought on this trip is basically soft plastics. I've got, you know, everything. I got Texas rigged curly tail worms. I got some tubes. I got some flukes. Of course, some Senkos. Got some craws. Got all kinds of stuff, but it's only soft plastic. So I'm gonna go ahead and challenge myself and just try to. Cause remember, when I was a kid, I used to fish like this all the time, just with a worm and everything else, and used to catch fish all the time. So kind of like to go back to my roots and try to do that way. Oh, wait, I apologize for all the birds and everything out here. It's making a lot of noise, but as you can tell, I'm definitely in South Florida. But anyway, I'm going to start off with basically just a simple trick worm. I got it rigged on a 2-aught wide gap hook, just a 1/4 ounce bullet weight, just a regular, 6-inch trick worm. So that's what I'm going to go ahead and start with. I'm going to go ahead and throw this on the chest, and we'll see what happens. So stand by. All right, let's see if we can come here. So I noticed as I was walking up here, actually down that direction, that the water was really, really low. And I can see here the water is a lot lower than I imagine it always is. So I don't know what they're doing. They're draining it or what the deal is, but we're going to find out. So I'm just going to go ahead and hit this little T-shaped, I guess you can call it canal head. As you can see, there's a culvert there. And what that does is that connects to this canal that's down that direction over there, that way, and that keeps heading. So that's east. This is west. So all this water, if you guys aren't familiar with how South Florida works, is basically a bunch of canal systems that lead from the Everglades, which are west and north of here, obviously out to the coast, which is south and east of here. So there's all kinds of floodgates and I don't know how the system works, but the water is constantly fluctuating and depending on what the South Florida Water Management is doing with the water at the time. So just kind of looking at the situation here, I can see the water is a little stained. Looks like it has some algae blooming going on in here. So I've got just a typical, like I said earlier, a black and blue trick worm with a nice little this is basically bass fishing 101 here. Just a simple little Texas rig, black and blue worm, and I'm gonna go ahead and just hit this shoreline here, hit a couple of those little all 4 of those corners there, and we'll go from there. Not quite sure what that is sitting right there. It looks like some sort of bird or a piece of debris or something there, but interesting. So here we go. First cast, see what we can come up with. Right now it's 4:20 in the afternoon. So I might try to get out again tomorrow morning early too, so I get a little bit of a morning bite going on. But I wanted to come out for a couple hours this evening or this afternoon, see if I can come up with something. Like I said earlier, I've been kind of working with my mom, helping her get some stuff squared away around the house and all that good stuff. So it's always good when you finally get a chance to come out here and do some fishing. There we go. Fish number 1. Nice one too. Look at that. Lift this guy up. Alright. Alright, right where he's supposed to be. Look at that. There you go, guys. Was that recording? Sure was. And my phone's ringing from New York. But there you go, fish number 1. On the good old Texas rig. Look at that. Let's go ahead and get a picture. Let's go ahead and let this guy go. So right there in that lay down there, saw a little splash. Let him go. Yep. There he goes. Look at him. All right. Good job. All right, guys. That was awesome. Sorry about that. I had to actually answer the phone too. You know, it's like my job. It never ends. Here I am on vacation, and you heard the phone ringing there when I was fighting that fish. That was the folks up in New York giving me a call. So I had to kind of jump off that. But hey, so what do you think about that? Pretty much the 4th or 5th cast, I saw some action between those 2 laydowns over there, and caught that nice fish. That was probably about a 2-pounder there. So let's see if we can get another one real quick. Actually, while I was on the phone, I saw another hit up over there by that culvert. So I'm gonna go ahead and hit that as well as soon as I get in with this cast here. So let's see if we can get some more here. That old basic Texas rig bass fishing. You gotta love it. Man, I gotta work on my casting from shore. Jeez. There we go. See what we got going on over here. Still can't figure out what the hell that thing is. All right, I gotta find out what that thing is. It's a fake coyote. That's the damnedest thing I've ever seen. Look at that. What the hell is that? You guys seeing that? That's a fake coyote. Alright, let's go and hit this spot over here. There we go, another one. All right. Get him out, buddy. Come on. There we go. Fish number 2. Right there where he was supposed to be. He's down deep in his throat too. Dang. My pliers. Alright, there you go. He's hooked deep, so I gotta let him go, but I'll let him go. Alright, guy. There he goes. Yeah, he was tore up pretty good, guys, so I had to let him go. There you go. So he was right where he was supposed to be in that little outro right there. Let me go ahead and tie a new worm, and we'll go from there. Fish number 2. That one was a little gut hook, so I kind of had to just give up my hook and just let him go. I didn't have my pliers with me and enough stuff to do some surgery on him. But another great fish, just basically right there over there in that little corner right there, where the water is coming out of that little inlet. So I went ahead and put another worm on. I didn't have another regular hook, so I got a red one. So let's see if that makes any difference. Yeah, that was my last 2-aught hook. So I didn't want to go up to a 3-aught. I might do that a little later if I can't get nothing going with the red hook. But we'll see what happens. We still got it's only 5:24, so I got about another hour left out here. Work my way around. I'm gonna try to go ahead and hit that couple more spots around there. And there's another pond I want to try. It's about a good 5-10 minute walk that way. So like I said, I'm gonna spend about 5 or 10 more minutes here, and then we're gonna go out there. So stay tuned. Another one there. Still see some action over here, so we'll see. Might be a couple of them just sitting out here at this entrance. A little deeper out here in this deeper water here. Let's see. I'm gonna go over this bridge and hit this point from that side. What the heck is that right there? There we go, another one. All right, another nice one. Another nice one. All right, let's get him up. Come on, buddy. All right. Look at this guy. Right in the top of the mouth. Man, nice quality fish here. Look at that. Another nice quality fish. Look at that. Sweet. Let's let this guy go. I'm glad I switched over. That was awesome. Let him go. Let me go, guy. Alright, off you go, buddy. Yeah, that was kind of a... yeah, that was a very... Oh, there he goes. Off he goes. Sweet. There's another one right there. That's 3. Let's see if we can get one more. So they're hanging out here on this hanging out here at this little outlet. Well, you saw that, the what do you call it? The red hook didn't really matter. He wanted it. Having a ball here tonight. Sweet. See that? I was almost gonna leave. And I said, you know what? Let me just come across and hit the point from this other side. Because I caught one on this point. And I said, you know what? If there's one on this point, there might be one on that point. So I made the final decision to come across the bridge and try over here and pay it off. Let's try over here by this piling here. Good. Hollywood swinging. Swinging in the fish is what we're doing. Oh, there's another one. Ooh, there we go. Fish number 4. He's coming right at me. Another one. And, oh, he got off. Dang. Oh, you guys saw that one. Right off that point right there. Sweet. That one got off. I couldn't get a good hook set on him because he kept coming towards me. Darn. Boy, look at that sunset. Clouds in the background there. Just awesome. Little birds flying around. What a great way to spend an evening, I tell you what. These, like I said, again, if you can get out and give these little golf course ponds a try, don't be afraid to go out there and ask. You'd be surprised. I was lucky here. The sign actually said, as you saw, it said fishing restricted to catch and release, which is what we do anyway. And you know, just like that, I caught 3 nice, probably 2-pounders, and one got off there, all around that little pond right there. So, what a way it's a good way to spend the evening. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna go ahead and walk about a good 10 minutes east a little bit there to another little area, another little pond that was actually across the street from where my dad used to live when he was alive over here. And yeah, I used to catch many fish there as well. So I had to go ahead and switch out my worms. That was the last of the black and blue I had, so went ahead and go ahead and put on a June bug here. Same type of worm though. It's just a basic 6-inch Bizz Baits finesse worm. Same thing, Texas rigged on a 2-aught hook with a 3/16 ounce. I mean, it's not even tungsten, it's 3/16 ounce lead. I mean, this is my little travel kit. Just carry it around with me wherever I go, and you know, you'll have nights like this. So I've only got probably about another maybe 35-40 minutes to fish before I got to get back for dinner. My mom will be mad if I miss dinner, so but yeah, so there you go. Stand tuned. I'm gonna go ahead and do this walk real quick and make probably about another 10 to 15 minutes worth of cast, and we can see what we can come up with. So stand by. I'm back. Made it to spot number 2. Same type of scenario here. A little bit more grass along the bank here, but same type of situation. It looks like it's got a T. It's like a canal here. I believe the water's a little deeper here. We got some grass here. Got a culvert here. So I'm gonna go ahead and do the same thing. Just go ahead and you know, work my way around, try to hit any irregularities, and we'll go from there. Now you got to be a little careful here, because see, this is another thing you got to watch out when you're bank fishing. When the grass is high like this, you got to be really careful, because you never know, there could be a snake or something, or a hole that's not you know, that you can't see. So be careful when you're out there. So go ahead and put it back on the chest and see what happens. Stand by. There's got it. There we go. Another nice one. Little guy. Just another bass. Another little guy. Doesn't like in that other pond, but still a good fish. Off he goes. Alright, so let me see. We got 6:10. It's like about another 10 minutes to go, 10-15 minutes to go. Let's keep at it. Another one. I do this all day long. Little guys though here. Bunch of little guys here. Definitely bigger fish at that other spot. But yeah, little guy. Alright guys, this is the last cast. Yeah, 6:30. This is so fun though. Going back to my roots. Texas rigging from the shore. I need to start doing this more often, like my buddy Ty, Bass and Furious, Lake Mooney. I'm about to start doing that. Alright, I'm gonna head on back. What's up, guys? Scott here. Well, that's about it. I'm gonna go ahead and call it a night for tonight. It was fun, you know. But 2 hours out here fishing some golf course ponds, a nice little neighborhood pond here. You know, nothing extravagant. About 3 nice ones that were about 2 pounds. Caught one that got off, and then I caught. When I moved over here, I got 2 of these little dinks out here. But it was a good time. You know, just going old school. Just a simple little Texas rig setup. You know, I got a 2-aught hook with a 3/16 ounce sinker. A simple little zoom. Oh no, not a zoom. This is a Bizz Baits finesse worm. Can't beat it. And all this is with my little travel kit. Like I said, actually, you know, I'm gonna leave a link to the description below on my travel kit setup. This is the stuff that I travel with every time I go for a work trip or something like that. So we're gonna go ahead and go into that. So say again. Oh, I know. Yeah, he wants. Yeah, he wants some. Anyway, guys, before my battery runs out, I'm talking to one of the locals here, but stay tuned for some more videos coming up. Great time out here bass fishing, Port St. Lucie, pond fishing, Texas rig, travel rig. Check the link in the description below. Check the link in the description below. I'll be out doing some more fishing here in the next couple of days, so stay tuned for those videos. Once again, I enjoyed it. This is Scotthollywood Outdoors, and that's a wrap.